I do kind of like when women approach me. It's nice to see women that know what they want. Like the women playing too hard to get. I ain't never really had like that too much. I do like a woman that's social, like when, like if I approach you, at least, you know what I'm saying, have the decency, you know what I'm saying, just to hold a conversation, even if it's briefly, like, you know what I'm saying, I'm seeing somebody or whatever. Yeah. All right, cool, I'll back up, do my thing, what nice me and you know what I'm saying, take care. But all that rude stuff and all that, that's kind of crazy. I'm in a relationship right now, and let my mouth get me in too much trouble this time.
Can I just say it's extremely frustrating that no one talks to each other on the street anymore. I just walked out of Whole Foods. There was a guy I was staring at while shopping, and he was staring at me. I was clearly interested in him, giving him all the signs, and he still didn't approach me. But, like, I also didn't approach him, and what does that say about me? I guess I have to be that person in this modern day because men don't pursue women anymore. Like, I just want to be pursued, and I guess I am part of the problem. All day, every day, therapist, mother, maid, infant, a virgin, nurse, then a servant, just an appendage, lift to attendance so that he never lifts a finger, 24/7, baby machine, so he can live.
If you're dating a guy and he brings out the little girl in you, the inner child in you, you're dating a real man. But if you're dating a guy and he brings out the motherly instincts in you, you're dating a grown boy. Now, if you're dating a guy and he brings out the masculinity in you, the toughness in you, you're dating a loser. Now, which one are you dating? Enjoy your day, Nat Nation. Bye.
What's going on, fellas? Don't forget to like and subscribe to the channel. Leave a comment down below. Let's get back to the video.
We are feminists and we believe in equality.
Oh, even when it comes to preferences? What do you mean? If a guy won't let his girlfriend have an OnlyFans, what is he?
Insecure.
And a woman who won't allow her boyfriend to watch porn in a relationship, she is?
An empowered woman setting her boundaries.
A man who expects big boobs and big butt, what is he?
Misogynist.
And a woman who expects big muscles and big schlongs?
A smart woman with a brain, obviously.
Okay, and weight shouldn't matter or else he's insecure, right?
Yeah, obviously we need confident men.
So height and weight don't matter for you either?
I have standards.
Okay, and last but not least, a guy who thinks that a girl shouldn't have a high body count?
An insecure man baby who has outdated beliefs.
And a woman who won't date a broke man who's had too many girlfriends?
A strong, empowered feminist.
Yep, that's what I thought. Y'all don't want equality, you want supremacy. Thank you.
My dad said it seems like young men don't want to get married anymore, and I wanted to ask the internet why that might be. Like, I definitely have ideas of why it might be, but I'd rather hear from real people. It's also interesting that it coincides with that statistic that's been thrown around a lot lately, which is that 40% of women of marriageable age are going to be single by the year 2030. And what's interesting is it's by choice. Like, we're all choosing not to do this anymore. And I know that for a lot of women, myself included, there's a lot of hesitancy because we've been hurt and we're afraid. So I'm curious, what is it from the male perspective? Or do you think all of this is just like a consequence of the culture we live in now with like hookup culture and the internet? I don't know. Let me know what I should tell my dad. Thanks.
My boys playing hard to get, and I like my men all in competition.
She thinks because she has makeup on and she looks pretty, the guys should get up and give her their seats. No, it's not gonna happen. I wouldn't get up and give you my seat either. Because y'all are the same females who come on the internet and talk about how much you don't need men, how much men are trash and you wanna be in a world without them. So why the should they get up and give you their seats? They're coming from work, they're probably tired too. Why the should they give up their seat for somebody who don't appreciate them? Y'all don't like these men, but when y'all go out in public, y'all expect these same men to respect you, to be nice with you, to look out for you. No, what a delusional way to think. But look, I don't expect anything else from y'all because y'all are female.
Now, I be seeing a lot of on the internet about these women complaining and all this other, we're keeping it real. Like, oh yeah, we need to bring back yearning. Men need to start yearning.
I'll be down to show a whole her to a deep level and get all shoe on, and then I'm calling her, oh my God, baby, I miss you so much. Who's my little sugar plum? Down! Like, what us don't do, we cook, we got it out there. No, I ain't gonna lie, I'm lying. We gotta take you out, pay for your give you gifts and all types of pay for your hair, your nail, your bonus. What do you do for us? What can you say besides some y'all be giving up to the left just so easily for no reason, so why would I do some extra if he ain't do? Like, y'all women gotta start doing something, like, at least goddamn when they wake up and have much already in your mouth, like, show some type of effort. Something like, damn.
Women who hate men make the best wives and girlfriends, and I will not help.
I've been hearing this particular argument put forth with ever-increasing frequency on social media. A lot of women are out there trying to convince men that they themselves that dislike men the most would make the best partners, when that doesn't make any sense whatsoever. Their argument is that they don't seek male validation or male approval. Therefore, if they choose you as a man, then you win the dating lottery. But how much sense does that make? Who really wants to date someone that dislikes every single person of their gender except them? That doesn't really sound like a winning equation. I mean, just think about how often you're going to have to listen to them disparage men. But frankly, it seems like these women are trying to convince men of this because, well, I'm beginning to think that a lot of these women are just lonely.
Men are not dating women who don't give them sex. Men are not going to date a woman who's not going to give them. At least a majority of them. A lot of women are surprised by that, which surprises me. Why is that surprising? Have you met men? Anyway, for a lot of men, that's all they really want from us. There's nothing else they really want or need. Don't care about our degrees, accomplishments. A lot of them thinks our personalities suck. They can cook and clean for themselves. And love? They want respect. We're the ones that want love. At least that's what I hear. So at the end of the day, this modern age, all they want and respect. These aren't my words. See men say this. I also hear men say, so what's the big deal? You get to enjoy this too, while getting protected and provided for. But if you're not getting protected and provided for, in this modern age of equality and 50-50, this is whack. Maybe there needs to be another conversation. With that, got me thinking. A lot of men don't like women's personalities. A lot of women don't like men's personalities. Women want to be provided for. So if these basics aren't fulfilled, do we see a point in dating each other? If he's not getting the and she's not getting the provisions, and we don't really like each other, personality-wise, then what do you guys think?
Humans are not animals. We are higher up on the food chain. Well, yes, we are mammals. We are not a four-legged creature.
What? I'm gonna need more coffee for this.
Does that clarify it?
No, it didn't.
No, because you're too slow to comprehend science and the food chain.
Food chain? How does the food chain come into play here? Oh, I can't wait.
Humans are mammals.
Yes, that part is correct.
But we are higher up on the food chain than animals. Stay mad.
Okay. Humans are factually and absolutely inarguably animals. We are animals that happen to be mammals. And whatever animals' place on the food chain happens to be, does not negate the fact that it is an animal. Hopefully this helps.
Not to be a horse, but we are in a sassy man apocalypse. I just came from getting a burrito.
Okay, look, this actually isn't a bad video, okay? Let me tell you what happened. Basically, she was going to get a burrito and her card wasn't working or something, so then like she took out cash and this guy next to her was like, oh, you gonna pay for my burrito with all that cash? And I think we can all agree that's not something you should say to someone you're trying to flirt with. So aside from Sassy Man Apocalypse, which of course we know is a dog whistle for homophobia, it seems like she's valid to complain about that, okay? However, I want to further something. Because apparently he followed her out to her car, which don't do that ever. And he asked for a number and she didn't give it. But when she was saying that she didn't give it, she said something quite interesting.
Your first impression is asking a woman for money. In what world is that attractive?
I'm gonna play it again, okay? Make sure you caught it.
Your first impression
is asking a woman for money. In what world is that attractive?
Like, do you see how close we are as a society to getting it, to like understanding it? The day that particular women on TikTok can change that word from woman to person, oh my God, internet dating discourse is gonna be saved. It's gonna be, oh.
Something I have learned about relationships is this. The way you give love isn't how your partner always feels it. And it's tough because we naturally give love in the ways that come easiest to us. But if you only love them in your language, you might miss what they actually need. The real change happens when you stop asking, am I giving enough? And start asking, am I giving in a way that reaches them? Because when you slow down, pay attention, and love them their way, that's when walls drop, trust builds, and the relationship feels alive again. Love doesn't stay strong by accident. It lasts because two people keep showing up with intention. And when you choose to love your partner the way they need most, you'll usually find them loving you back in ways you didn't even know you were missing.
I don't think a man paying for the first date is about money. I think it's about intention. I think classy men pay. Men should be paying for first dates. This is a topic that only men on TikTok seem to have a problem with. Never ever, except once, because the guy ordered his whole meal before I got there and was eating and drinking, but never once, besides that, have I paid for a date. Even if, like, you can tell that there's no spark or whatever, I've never had a guy ask me to split the check. I think it's intention. It comes down to intention. It comes down to class. It comes down to, if they're gonna do this now, they're gonna be good in the future, probably. Not good, like, paying for everything, because I believe once you're in a relationship, you can switch off and on paying, although some men would like to pay all the time, and that's fine. I can pay. It's not about me not being able to pay, but it's the right thing for men to pay for dates. What do you guys think? Should men pay for dates? And no, it's not about who asks. It's about the man paying. Thoughts? Opinions?
You know what's funny is that a lot of these modern women are giving dating advice, but their dating lives are a disaster, to be honest. They're a disaster. These modern women, their dating life is not good. It's not good. You don't want to be around these women. These women, they keep on going on first dates and they don't get anything else after it. I'm looking for a companion. Women going on 50 first dates, women going on a date for every month, for every day, I think is what I heard at one point in time. Every day of every month is crazy work. Is crazy work. Just out here. Well, you know, I'm doing it for research purposes. No, you're doing it as some sort of weird challenge. And modern women will get to the end of that challenge and be and found nobody. And this is why body count matters. Because that's reckless behavior. And I'm not saying that you're sleeping with any of these guys. I'm just saying this is the type of mindset that men are looking for when they ask you what your body count is. Because you'll go out there and just do it for the plot. I'll go out here and mess with this man for the plot. I'll go out here and be with this guy or do this for the plot. I'll go out here and be out all times of the day and night for the plot. I don't like that plot. I don't like that storyline. I don't like where that's going. Pass.
I'm going there tonight because I'm tired of hearing some of you little boys get mad that women want men to spend money. Yeah, stupid. A woman has between the years of roughly 18 and 25 to make a lifelong decision. And some of you guys will talk about, man, I need to be with her for 2 years. So let me get this right. You're supposed to be all these high value, this and that, and then you want to waste a woman's time for 2 years. That's dumb. Just say you don't want to be married or you don't want to commit. All right, cool. But high value men, the men I'm talking about, it's a very narrow conversation where most of you don't fit. Okay, women are supposed to want your resources. They're supposed to be the beautiful ones. You're supposed to be the builder. So, good deal. Good deal. They're supposed to want your resources. That's why you got it. And that's why generous men who are the bag, bold, ambitious, and generous, get access to the premium pool. Some guys are gonna come in, well, I can have access to beautiful women. Yeah, but they don't stay around. They don't stay around. Women don't stay around men who are not generous, who got all this stuff but ain't spending. That's some feminine energy too.
If you're going around saying black women have attitudes and all this, you're most likely just square or corny. Black women have really good corny radars and DL radars. It's like kind of like installed in their software as they get older. It's just the programming keeps updating. So if you do some corny weird, then you might get an attitude for them. You might get a little distance from them. They might call you a name.
Men who make their content about pandering to women really piss me off. And just in case you don't think that this man is a panderer, let's watch another video.
Your husband is dark skinned. You need to get you a dark skinned man this summer that's bearded with muscles and tattoos, good height, emotional stability, likes to go to church, gives you princess treatment adversely.
Pandering to women online is extremely profitable, both monetarily and in other ways, but I can't stand it because it keeps women delusional. Y'all are gonna hold off on dating, trying to find a man like him when he's not even a man like him. He's telling y'all to find a husband while he's thirst trapping on TikTok for strangers. Let's bring this back to reality. Men know what women want to hear, and so he's saying that on purpose. He's a wannabe Derek Jackson, and to the hundreds of thousands of followers that have fallen for his nonsense, I pity you for being such a dummy.
This weekend was my birthday weekend. I am now 40 years old. Look, ladies, this is my one and only warning that when you have a good man that wants to put in effort, you gotta be careful of what you request. Because I requested to go skiing, have a bath, and just celebrate with the kids with some cake. What we ended up doing was skiing 2.5 hours away at a huge resort, and then we stayed the night at this castle-like hotel that had a huge bathtub. We watched the Bills game in that fancy hotel. We were left disappointed, but then we still went out to dinner. We had dinner and dessert, went back to the hotel, slept the night, and then the next morning had breakfast at that hotel, drove all the way home. We got the kids all together, and he had organized each child to give me a present that was very special and very well thought out. And then we had cake. Right before he went to pick up the cake, he had asked me if I needed anything else from the store, and I said, you know, maybe like 40 candles I can try to blow out, just jokingly. That man lit that cake up with 40 candles. Do you think I blew them all out at once? I don't know. Maybe I'll show you the video. But my point is, ladies, you got to be careful in what you request because your man is going to do exactly that, and you're going to be left feeling pretty awesome.
My best friend's man says she's no longer allowed to talk to me. Okay, so I'm trying to plan an absolute banger of a weekend since I am single and I can, and she was like, I can't go. What? She was like, girl, I am so sorry, but my man said to me, girl, you're not going. I don't think that you should be around Megan anymore. I was like, hang on a second. He was totally fine with you hanging out with me when I had a man, but now all of a sudden, no? What the fuck is that?
That is a completely logical response to a man in a relationship with a woman whose friend wants to go out and do single stuff. Like, how is that so hard to comprehend? You literally just said yourself you're gonna have a banger of a weekend because you can, and you're single. You weren't doing these things. I'm assuming you're doing host because you weren't doing these things when you had a man. And that's when you didn't have a problem with y'all hanging out because you were doing things that people in relationships do, not single people. Now that you're single and you want to go out and you want to get up and you want to dance and you want to meet boys and do all this other, it's like, why would he let his girl go out and do that? No, that's just going to end up with her being single like you. No thanks. And kudos to this woman, because y'all can say that this is controlling or whatever you want. You can scream it up and down. But this is a woman that clearly respects her man and does not want to ruin her relationship. And y'all really need to figure out who your actual friends are, because if your friends are trying to get you to go out and do single and trying to cause problems in your relationship, they're not really your friend.
She really means when she wants 50-50 in a divorce means that she wants 100% of your shared home that you guys shared together. She wants 80% custody while you fight for the other 20% and likely only end up with 10%. She wants 60% of your total monthly income through child support and alimony, and even if you're paying all of that, she's still going to tackle on some extracurricular activities and health insurance for the children, even if you're drowning. She really means is that she wants 100% of her legal fees covered while you simultaneously pay for yours too. And little side note, she'll still get mad at you when you can only afford a 1-bedroom apartment even though you have 2 kids. That she wants 50% of your retirement or your pension. That she gets 75% time to brainwash your kids against you. What she really means is that she gets 100% entitlement to any government assistance, and 63% of that she'll likely get. And what she really means is that it's 100% the husband's fault. It's 100% that she did no wrong through the entire relationship. It's 100% chance that she was never part of the problem. And there's 100% chance that when she plays victim, society will believe her. Okay, bye.
Men aren't chasing anymore. Why chase a bill? Okay, there's a lot of drama around the word chasing. And there's also two different sides to this, which I completely understand. A lot of people want polarity. But if you're always going Dutch and you're always equalizing everything, you're always keeping score, making sure everything is 100% balanced, then you sacrifice polarity and you sacrifice passion. So that is not necessarily the path forward to create the type of dynamic that you want. At the same time, I do not agree with women in particular objectifying men and viewing them as a wallet. I think that's horrible. So in the same way that women are on guard about being used, I completely understand why men are on guard about being used or being exploited. I would like to offer some fresh language because there's too much irritation around the word chasing. I like to think about this like inspiring men. Because when men are inspired to do things, they experience pleasure and fulfillment and joy, and it actually creates a fun, pleasurable dynamic. But this is why we go back to the conversation of feminine magic is an art. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Women have devolved into either do nothing or manipulate. And that's not good for anybody. But being able to inspire men, now we're talking. Because then it gets to be fun. It gets to be satisfying. It gets to be enjoyable. It's not coming from a place of fear or pressure or anything icky. And you don't have to sacrifice polarity at the same time. Anyway, I know that not everyone is going to practice these skills, but I just feel strongly that there's another way. There's another path forward.
After I said I would require a deposit to take me on a date to cover my date preparation costs, I'm now working with an app developer to make this a reality. This is actually happening. We are building the app. I'm not even exaggerating when I tell you this is the best dating app you have ever seen, because there is a clear difference here where the woman can set the deposit rate and the man can pay for her date preparation costs. So as a woman, you're going to walk into the date already so happy, and that's going to lead to a better date and a better connection, and that gives the man a better chance of succeeding in courting you.
Oh no, who's gonna tell her? Fine, I will. This is not a new kind of app, okay? This is out there, and lots of websites are out there that do the same thing. It is actually one of the oldest professions. And the bottom line is that I don't care how you cover it up as some sort of new age dating app. Every man and every woman that signs up for this, they know what they're signing up for. A man is paying a woman for certain goods and services. That's what it is, bottom line. And all this is giving other reasoning, like the cost of being able to get ready and to pay for your childcare. It is all just a cover for you wanting to be compensated. I said what I said.
I've been dating a wonderful man for 3 months now. Everything is great between us, and I couldn't ask for a better boyfriend, except in one area. He doesn't text much during the day. Oh, you mean like when he's working? He's not blowing up your phone when he's working and making money? We will have a phone call at night on the days where we don't see each other, and we typically see each other 2 to 3 times a week. Am I asking too much to have a bit better communication during the day? What do you want him to be texting you about during the day? You're telling me that text messages are overshadowing the fact that you have an amazing man in your life, that you have a wonderful man, and you have basically nothing to complain about? And text messages are getting in the way when he calls you every night? I feel our communication styles are misaligned. I've communicated to him how I feel. Yeah, you had a therapy conversation about how you need more texts.
And he said he would try to communicate more during the day, but I don't feel it's enough. Yeah, this is vampire behavior. What makes you think anything is going to be enough at this point? I want you to imagine that you are telling a friend, oh my God, I had the most amazing, wonderful boyfriend in the whole wide world, and I broke up with him because of texts. Because I wasn't getting enough texts from him during the day. Can you imagine that? Can you imagine saying that out loud? Like that was what ended the relationship. You needed more texts. I have nothing nice to say.
I think one of the most underrated parts of marriage is flirting. Like, I genuinely love flirting with my husband. I love hyping him up. I love telling him how good he looks, especially when he's walking in the door after work covered in dirt, oil, and grease. I love grabbing his arm in public, giving him that look across the room, sending the text during the day that says I'm thinking about you. I love getting him a little bit worked up, teasing him a little, making him blush. I am my husband's biggest hype man, and I am not even a little bit embarrassed about that. Because here's the thing nobody talks about. When you flirt with your spouse, you're not just being cute. You are reminding them, I still choose you. I'm still attracted to you. I'm still crazy in love with you. Life gets busy. Kids, stress, work, bills, all of it. But flirting keeps you from turning into roommates that run a household together. It keeps the energy alive. It keeps the friendship alive. It keeps the attraction alive. So 2 things. Never stop dating your spouse and never stop flirting with the person you promised forever to.
I am celibate. I've been celibate for 2 years.
What?
I've been celibate for 2 years.
Where'd that come from? 2 people that came out of you. What you talking about? What's the philosophy here? You're not a virgin. You got 2 people came out of you. What's going on?
Oh, no, you did not.
Oh, no, you did not.
And I'm going to tell you the reason behind that is because when I do open my legs, the men they get crazy.
What you mean?
Do you want me to be blunt for you?
I want you to keep it classy, but you trying to say they get pee-whipped?
Yes.
So let me get this right. So you meet a man that's a high value man. I think you're going to be celibate for what? What? Till you married?
Yes.
You got your in mind. I wish I would meet a 37-year-old with 2 kids and think you going to. I'm making light of it because it is crazy. You're almost 40 years old with 2 kids talking about celibate. So when I said if you attracted a higher value man, you think you're going to make him wait until marriage?
Sweetheart, I'm going to tell you like this. My cookies is worth the wait.
Well, first off, check that, sweet. I know your cookies ain't worth the wait because you ain't made nobody wait. You got 2 kids without a marriage. So you a virgin on your wedding night?
I was not.
Name me the product that gains value with age and use.
I don't know, but I'm pretty sure you're going to tell me.
Yeah, nothing.
Wow.
I'm not sorry, and I don't hate to say it, but the most successful relationships, heterosexual relationships that I've witnessed are the ones where a couple things are going on. Number one, she might not be paying the bills, but she controls the money. He gets his check deposited into her account or into their joint account, and she knows every dime that's coming in. She knows what's going out, and she directs where it goes to. As a matter of fact, she gives him allowance with his own checks.
I swear. So success apparently is him earning and she is controlling. He works hard for his money and he has to ask her for an allowance from his own check. Yo, them bright. Another reason why the relationship is going to be successful is she still go clubbing with her friends. In fact, her friends are always going to be her soulmate. He has to love her more. He has to wake up every single day happy because she still chose to be with him. Another fuckery. She's the queen. And whatever she's not happy with, he immediately stops it. Fuck her times 2. She runs a strict program and he definitely have to be on board with it. Yo, this whole video that she just made, complete fuckery. If anything, it sounds miserable as why would a man want to be in a relationship like that?
My thing is, and this is just coming from my experience with dating, you are telling women to stay in their place, to be submissive, to be soft, to stand behind their husbands, but they don't reciprocate the same thing. We can do all that, and we still get on. Please tell me how is that?
You focus on, so you see. You mean to tell me, okay, in the black community, let's take adultery, let's take cheating. Black men, when surveyed, asked about in committed relationships, what percentage of black men cheated at 28% rate. What rate do black women cheat at?
I don't know what's the number.
24. And there are 2 million more of us. Every time a black man is cheating with somebody, he's cheating with somebody, and it's usually with a woman, married or in a relationship. How many black women have multiple children by multiple men? That's polygamy. That's a poly relationship. A 50+% divorce rate in the country, and it's almost close to 60% of the black community, and 80 to 90% of the relationships, black women are leaving. You're leaving. You're home wrecking. You're breaking up the relationships. Men stay. Y'all leave.
Why do you think women are leaving?
Because you've been sold a Disney fantasy that you should be happy, instead of understanding that you have duty, honor, respect, and you chose to be in a relationship, especially when you decided to make a baby with somebody. You need to stay for more than just yourself. French toast your happiness.
So I'm supposed to be miserable?
No, you're supposed to be an adult.
You ever tell yourself, this time it will be different, but somehow it never is? My husband and I went on a little staycation at the lake, had great food, walked around, and just enjoyed being together. But being in that kind of environment, it was easy to fall back into the trap of, have a couple drinks. You deserve it. You're on vacation. This morning, I woke up with that familiar headache and that same thought. How do I always end up back here? Recently, I heard one of my new favorite girls on here, Aaliyah, talk about how Jesus went 40 days and 40 nights, fully reliant on God and prayer. And that really stuck with me because when I try to rely on my own strength, I always end up in the same spot. Now, I don't have an alcohol problem. I have a problem with finding comfort in the wrong things, anything other than God. And man, this world is hard to live in when you are chasing joy and peace anywhere but Him. So for the next 40 days, I am choosing to be sober, to lean into prayer, instead of picking something up that only numbs me for the moment, to choose presence over patterns. I truly feel this will only benefit me as a wife and mother, to show up more grounded, more patient, and more connected. If you are in that same place, I would love for you to join me, or just even help keep me accountable.
You know, a lot of these modern women, it's just, they're not marriage material, man. They're not. Once again, you don't have to guess what they're up to. You don't have to guess what they're going to be doing. You don't have to, oh, well, I need to look through my girl's phone. You just need to log on to TikTok. You just need to log on to Instagram. And they're going to tell you right there. A lot of these modern women have gotten so bold and so brazen with the way they live their life. They'll put it on LinkedIn. It's supposed to be a professional thing. Well, you know, LinkedIn is, no, it's not the way it used to be, but they'll put it on LinkedIn. Just anything and everything. Look at how I was clubbing and partying. Just because you doing this don't mean you can't get down this. Yeah, right. Doesn't mean that you can't loosen up on a weekend or whatever and whatnot. But it doesn't mean that the company But it doesn't mean that the company wants you out there shaking your behind either. They don't want you busting it wide open, spreading so everybody can see your lips. What do you think the conversation is going to be when you walk into work on Monday morning? Everybody get to work, we can't. We're too focused on what you was doing, acting crazy. That's how a lot of modern women are. They act crazy, they post it online, then they get mad that men don't want them. Well, I wasn't really ran through. Why are you engaging in ran through activities? Well, I might have kissed on a boy or, let him fill me up a little bit and this and that. Why are you continuing to engage in these activities? And probably, it's worse that you're engaging in them, I guess. But, people are people. Men kind of do the same thing, too. Why are you posting this stuff online and then keying and ha-ha about it? Have some discipline. Have some decorum. Be a lady.